Imagine spending years meticulously organizing a massive physical library, only for a machine to arrive, read every single book in 3 seconds, and print out one single-page summary that pulls them all together. That is the reality of information retrieval today. As of 2026, roughly 75% of marketers have integrated AI into their workflows, and nearly 90% of those teams are already optimizing specifically for AI-generated answers. Search engines are prioritizing the synthesis of answers directly on the results page, aiming to satisfy a user's query without ever sending them to an external website. This graph tracks the distribution of search traffic over a 10-year timeline. The blue line, representing traditional link traffic, plateaus and drops noticeably starting in 2024. During that same window, the line for zero-click AI answers spikes sharply upward. Success in this environment depends on becoming the trusted source material that AI models extract and cite. Most marketing teams still measure success by their organic ranking. They spend months of effort to secure a #1 spot for a high-value keyword. But in 2026, a page can occupy that top organic position and still be completely bypassed by the AI-generated summary at the top of the screen. AI engines often pull their primary citations from lower-ranking results, pages at rank 4 or 5, if those pages provide a more extractable answer. The user gets what they need from the competitor and never scrolls down to see the top result. This is the catalyst for answer engine optimization, or AEO. It is the practice of structuring content specifically so that an AI engine can understand it, trust it, and cite it. To remain visible, brands are shifting their focus from simple keyword density to rigid information architecture. Traditional SEO usually follows a create first, optimize later workflow. AEO requires extensive audience and marketing intelligence research before a single word is drafted, because the physical structure of the page dictates whether it gets cited. This comparison shows how the architecture of a web page changes to accommodate AI extraction. The most significant shift is content chunking. While a traditional page uses continuous paragraphs to build a narrative, the AEO page is broken into discrete blocks. A content chunk is a 40 to 60 word direct answer placed immediately under a subhead. It is written to be self-contained, ensuring it makes factual sense even if an AI bot lifts it out of the page and displays it without any surrounding context. This requirement forces a utilitarian writing style. Writers have to give up the conversational flow and clever transitions typical of traditional copywriting to ensure the machine can parse the data points. Because every section must be fact-checked and structured for extraction, this process significantly reduces production speed compared to traditional drafting. Traditional marketing copy often relies on abstract or punny subheadings to keep a human reader engaged. AI models ignore that cleverness. They prioritize literal phrasing that matches the specific questions users type into tools like ChatGPT or Perplexity. AEO requires replacing those creative titles with literal question-based H2 and H3 headings. You write the heading exactly as a customer would speak it. Using FAQ schema further strengthens these signals. Formatting content as question and answer blocks tells the AI that your page contains definitive, reliable data. In this environment, clarity is more valuable than creativity. Winning citations requires being aggressively literal. Beneath the visible text, AI bots look for technical signals of organization to decide if a site is a trustworthy source for their models. This split screen shows the difference between a robots.txt file, which manages crawler access, and an emerging standard called LLMs.txt, which provides a curated map of high-value content specifically for AI models. Currently, adoption for LLMs.txt sits at about 10%. Teams must decide if the minimal effort of creating the file is worth the speculative benefit, as major AI engines haven't yet guaranteed they prioritize this specific file. While the technical layer is automated, the oversight layer is not. AI tools do not eliminate the need for a marketing team. Human-in-the-loop governance is the only way to catch hallucinated claims, protect brand voice, and ensure that AI-generated output doesn't violate copyright or privacy standards. Adopting these tools changes the composition of a marketing team, moving the payroll from high-volume writers to expert editors who manage the AI output for accuracy and tone. Implementing every technical code update and structural change at once is a recipe for team paralysis. You have to prioritize by value. This quadrant chart helps map which AI and AEO tasks are actually worth the investment, plotting the human effort required against the likely business impact. In the bottom left, raw AI generation, writing without human editing, requires very low effort but delivers low impact because it rarely earns citations. The top left quadrant holds your quick win, using AI for audience and keyword research. This requires minimal time but provides massive value by identifying user intent before you draft. Finally, in the top right, full AEO implementation is labor-intensive, but it provides the strongest defense against traffic drops in an AI-driven search market. If you are an overwhelmed beginner, ignore speculative files like llms.txt. Use a tool like Claude to help with your first drafts, and ensure every page you publish answers a direct customer question in the first paragraph. If your focus is performance, audit your top 10 highest traffic pages today. Update them to include content chunks and FAQ schema to protect your current visibility. For enterprise decision-makers, focus on the pipeline rather than the tool. Establish a strict editorial process with data privacy controls to ensure that your scale doesn't come at the cost of your brand's integrity. Scaling content with AI is easy, but earning a citation requires a level of authority that software cannot manufacture. In the age of AI answers, true visibility belongs to those who prioritize quality over volume.